Honestly, my favorite way to get into real estate is the house hack. I love the idea of buying a fourplex. You live in one unit, rent the other three out. You live for basically free. And I think that's the single fastest way to hack your trajectory because you've got to pay to live somewhere. And it's for most Americans, it's the largest expense, cost of living. And if you can eliminate that, and then the secret being the rich dad poor dad side, or the richest man in Babylon, like reinvest the difference instead of like if you can take 2,000 that you would have been paying on rent and now put it into a fund that you can invest with, like I think that speeds up your journey to freedom faster than almost any first move you could do. And then I think really it boils down from there, like just doing that. And by the
Well,
way,
and people always need a place to live. They don't need a gadget or doodad. So you're buying an asset that is required to, well, for 99% of people,
and you get the best financing terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything about that strategy. And the great thing is by doing that one thing, you'll get incredible debt, especially if you're a vet, you get VA, but otherwise you get FHA, but they're both amazing. And then you get incredible debt, but you're learning about appreciation, depreciation, cash flow, landlord, like all the things that you would want to learn about real estate firsthand with a much lower risk endeavor than if it was a, out of state property. And then during that time, I would really just figure out, and I think it's more personality based than anything, like what strategy fits you. And I've done almost every kind of buy and hold. I've wholesaled, I've flipped, and I'm like the king of shiny objects. And what I realized is, personality wise, like I'm a much more hands off guy. I shouldn't flip a house. I don't have the details. I hate wholesaling too much, constant movement. You have to feed the beast. And I realized like, okay, buy and hold's the way I want to go. And then within the buy and hold sector, my thing is really like, how can I make a deal happen where I'm not stuck in the day to day? I don't want to spend all my time operating. So I partner with, really solid friends that run the day to day on most of my projects. And I either, there's a bunch of different ways to contribute, but I think from buying that first house hack, it's really just sitting down and figuring out your where do you want to be in 5 years? Because some people really they'd love to scale a wholesaling company and be like, look, I'm busy all the time, but I'm making $2 million a year. And other people are like, give me a Mai Tai and a beach. You put my feet up and just know that the money's going to hit my. And I think until you know that side of what you want life to look like, you really just need to kind of research and figure out what options are out there, because there's a million ways to make freedom in real estate. It's easy to get caught up in what's sexy or new or whatever. And it really just boils down to what you